generous God, giver of life and every good and perfect gift. With arms open wide, we come to receive from you, 'cause we know that you are generous God, giver of life and every good and perfect gift. With arms open wide, we come to receive from you, 'cause we know that you do exceedingly so much more than we could ask, believe, or imagine. For you are generous with your lavish love. Pour it out on us unending.
Last week, Andy spoke about empathy, and today I should like to reflect on generosity, and I'll start with our use of money, even though generosity covers far more than how we use our cash. First of all, a childhood memory. I knew both sets of grandparents. One set were middle class and were comfortably off. The others were much poorer. The wealthy ones gave me £0.50 when we visited them. The others, they gave me sixpence when we met. I was brought up to be grateful and to say thank you, which I always did, but which grandparents did you think taught me more about generosity? The ones that gave me 5 times more than the others? No, it was the ones who gave me less, because I came to see that they were far more generous given their lack of money. Folks say we are a product of our environment, and I'm certain that my experiences as a teenager also underlined the generosity of my father when my favourite uncle died. My dad gave both time and financial help when my favourite uncle died to my aunt and 4 cousins who were only aged between 4 and 11 years. I also learnt as an apprentice on low pay that having money is quite important. But I also realised that there are far more important things in life than simply having cash to spare. Like others, I had summer holiday jobs while at the grammar school and got used to working. I also used to mow elderly neighbours' lawns when I saw they couldn't cope. Many a summer Saturday evening was spent relaxing after a day mowing. Being tuckered out, I could relax in our orchard with a quart of cider with me, leaning against one of our cherry trees. Mowing the local chapel's tennis court for the sake of the adult members there led to me getting free use of their court out of club hours, and it was their gift to me and my friend. During this time, I learnt that it was what it was like to offer things to other people, both in time as well as in a sort of commitment to something we refer to as spirit of generosity. It was only years later that I slowly became aware of church teachings on justice, peace, free will offerings and tithing. Our generosity of spirit can make life easier for others as well. And getting the balance right between my needs and the needs of others was revealed over and over again. When I gave to others, I almost always found I received something back as well. Yes, there are scriptural quotations in abundance on generosity. Even dear old John Wesley's sermon number 50 has a lot to say on financial generosity. Earn all you can. Save all you can. Give all that you can. And if there's anything extra left over, this is to be used as you have the opportunity to help others. A sort of Methodist for alls in the use of cash. Andy's introduction to empathy clearly indicated the correct responses in the case of generosity. If you're not able to recognise how somebody else can feel about their needs not being answered, then draw a deep breath, or several breaths, and make yourself try to enter into their experiences. And then, and only then, will you be able to sense their anxiety, their fear, sense of hopelessness and helplessness. You see, financial issues are not the only areas in which generosity needs to be offered. As Christians, we are called to be as Jesus in our relationships with others. We are to walk with them and to get to know what it is that they are looking for in the way of help. Together as a church community, we do all have the gifts and graces to bring hope into the darkest of situations. Or at least we do know who else to refer them to if we haven't got what they need. For we are not alone. Our God is a God of grace, not a God of bounden duty. God knows our weaknesses and through his Spirit enables us to offer hope and help to others in distress. Yes, it can be costly. We may experience being pushed to our limits or sometimes beyond. But I can truthfully say that when you put God to the test to supply what is needed, it may not be the answer you never have expected. Most of my anxiety about financial giving has now vanished, and I respond not in expectation of any reciprocal reward. For peace of mind, knowing someone is helped, feels truly wonderful. I used to get a buzz from seeing an elderly person's enormous smile as they offered me a glass of squash whilst mowing their lawns. And the tanner, the sixpence, came in useful at the end of the day. But generosity of spirit? Well, that should cover every aspect of our relationships with others. But, and it is a big but, I don't think God expects any of us to be all things to all people all of the time. Likewise, we can't give either time or money to every person who may be in need, either locally or globally. We don't need to feel guilty when we can't respond to all pleas for help. We simply need to sense where God and our own human compassion is leading us. I've never yet been told to sell all that I own and give it to the poor. Yet. But Alison and I have experienced many acts of generosity through our relationship with God and others. Relying on God often leads us to offer extra free will offerings, and still the taxman has to benefit them as well through gift aid. And so May God bless us all as we express our generosity to others in the name of Christ. Love and God bless.
Jesus Christ is waiting in the street. No one else is neighbor. All alone he eats. Oh, listen, Lord Jesus. Well, I am lonely too. Make me friend or stranger, fit to wait on you. On you.
Jesus Christ is raging in the streets, where injustice spirals and real hope retreats. Oh, listen, Lord Jesus, I am angry too, in the kingdom's causes. Let me rage with you. Rage with you.
Jesus Christ is healing in the streets, curing those who suffer, touching those he grieves. Oh, listen, Lord Jesus, I have pity too. Let my care be active, healing just like you. Just like you.
Jesus Christ is dancing in the streets, where each sign of hatred he with love defeats. Oh, listen, Lord Jesus, I should triumph too, where good conquers evil. Let me dance with you. Dance with you.
Jesus Christ is calling in the streets. Who will join my journey? I will guide their feet. Oh, listen, Lord Jesus, let my fears be few. Walk one step before me.